Y'all go ahead and come on in. All YouTube screens are live now, so they are definitely question and answer based. I want to give you guys some encouragement. This morning, this beautiful Sunday morning, I'm getting ready to head to the gym. After this, the skies just opened up, rain poured out, but that's not stopping my gym workout. I'm going to be headed to the gym after this and back in time for Living Room Church. And I have Zoom webinar trainings today, all day. So looking forward to that as well. But I want to talk to y'all for a minute or three about talking to yourselves. So I really want to get your opinion on it. Is it crazy to talk to yourself, or is it genius to talk to yourself? And I'm going to give you my opinion on this as well. And I'm going to also let you know what I think. Well, I want to encourage you to do something, a little activity as well. So if you have not already, subscribe and ring the bell so you get notifications when we start lives. Like I said, all lives are conversational pieces. They are strictly to inspire you, to encourage you, and to lift you up, okay? Motivate you in some type of way. So I personally think it's not crazy to talk to yourselves, depending on what you're saying to yourself. Okay? And what I mean by that, are you speaking to yourself in a way that's going to give you power, that's going to unlock the power that's within you, or are you downing yourself? That's the question. How are you speaking to yourself? And everyone does it, whether you want to believe it or not. Everyone does it. Everyone has that little voice inside that they listen to. So everyone does it. You just don't want to admit that you do it. That's fine. That's on you. You don't have to admit it. It's okay. But can I even suggest that even God talked to himself? If you look at the trio, God the Father, God the Son, Jesus Christ, and God the Holy Spirit, all three in one. Well, how do you have three in one when they had a conversation and said, let us make man in our image? I think one was talking to the other. Okay. For more details on that, more understanding on that, look up The Upgrade on YouTube, Pastor Michael Todd. Start from the beginning and go to the end. That'll just blow your mind right there. Are people crazy? Yeah, everyone's a little crazy. And it's not that they're crazy like loco crazy. It's crazy than the fact that what they do may be different from what you do. How they're raised is different from where you were raised. And so what that does is that that seems a little different, a little crazy to you. Say, for example, give a good example. Here's an example. Something simple. Say, for example, you grew up in a family that only took showers. You only took showers. You never took baths. And you didn't take baths because in your mind, or you were taught, or you were, under the impression that taking baths was nasty. Who's going to sit in nasty bath water? So for you to take a bath, it's nasty. But your significant other was raised taking baths. And so y'all meet and get together, whatnot, and he or she wants to take a bath. And you're like, that's crazy. No, why would you do that? Simply how they're raised. The thought pattern they have from childhood. That's how that works. You guys, I want to encourage you to do something, and I'm going to show my age a bit when I tell you this. You remember in school when you used to write love letters? Yeah, we used to write love letters to each other, and you would pass little notes to each other. I want you to write yourself a love letter. Talk to yourself. Love on yourself. Self-love, self-care is the best love, best care. Right? So I want you to do that. Write yourself a love letter and keep it. Keep it. Put it up somewhere where you can see it, where you can review it, where you can love on yourself constantly. Okay? And I'm not going to challenge you to do something I have not already done or I don't plan on doing. So I did write myself a love letter, and I do plan on keeping it somewhere special. So I'm going to share my love letter with you. And in return, I hope that you write one for yourself and share your love letters with me. You can share your love letters in the comments, okay? So here's my love letter. Old-fashioned paper and pen. And it's going somewhere safe. So my love letter is dated May 26, 2001. It says, Samantha, you are one of the kindest souls I've ever met. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I met a lot of people, but of a lot of the people I met, I'm one of the kindest that I've ever met. Talking to yourself. Your bright smile and your pretty eyes give other people permission to smile. Your sparkling personality changes moods. You have the power within you to move mountains. You are truly one of a kind, and no one can be you the way that you can, and that you're mastering being authentically me. I deserve, well, actually, I say you. You deserve for all your dreams to come true. With mental focus, dedication, hard work, and drive, you can truly be a millionaire by 2023. Go deeper in learning yourself. Never skip an opportunity to celebrate yourself or your accomplishments. Take care of yourself. Be mindful of the fuel you put in your body. Fuel includes your music, your food, your reading, your community, and your conversations. Everyone is not eligible to take time from you. So do not be afraid to tell people no when they do not compliment or speak life over to you, including family. Let go of anyone or anything that takes out of your happy space. With love, Sparkle-Samantha Malloy. P.S. Don't ever let go of your boldness. Guys, that's my love letter to myself. It's going in a very special place. I'm going to see it often. I'm going to reflect on it. And I'll probably write myself more love letters. I want you to do the same. There is a power that unlocks when you start talking to yourself in a good way. When you start speaking up to yourself. When you start letting other people tear you down. When you tell them, you can't talk to me like that because I don't talk to myself like that. You can't talk to my kids like that because I don't talk to my kids like that. You can't talk to my girlfriend, my boyfriend like that because I don't talk to them like that. It's a power that starts unlocking. You got to tap into that because there's so much more in you. You could be so much greater than you are if you just tap into it. Get a visual, get a focus on who that is, what you're doing, where you're going, and talk to yourself about getting there. Take the steps you need. Take the steps you need. Look into the steps if you don't know them. Figure out what you got to do. If you're the person you're getting distracted with everything, let go of those distractions. If you're the person that you can't just do it, figure out why. What is holding you back? Is it fear? Fear holds a lot of people back. It does. I used to be paranoid. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding when I tell you this. I used to be paranoid of driving in cities. I was a country girl from a small town place. We had 2-lane roads everywhere. Everywhere. I did not want to be afraid anymore. I didn't want to be afraid anymore. I lived in Georgia and I was in college. So what I would do when I got paid, let me tell you, at one point in college, I waited tables, I bartended, and I worked at the hair salon all at the same time while going to school, finish up my last semester. I paid my own way through school, okay? And I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I changed up a lot, being honest. So it was kind of expensive, but it kind of wasn't. Thank God for grants. All right, so anyways, and a little financial aid, grants and financial aid. But anyways, I didn't want to be afraid of going places. I didn't want to be afraid of driving. So I would take a little money every time I got paid, and I would put it towards gas. And I lived in Georgia. So if you know Georgia, you know it's only a few big cities. There's Savannah and Atlanta. That's about it. But I was also kind of close to Augusta. So I would do Augusta as well. I would purposely drive to the city. I would drive to Savannah just to go to the mall and eat at the food court and go back. It wasn't because I wanted to go shopping, it's because I wanted to drive. I wanted to drive. And I would get out of class and I would drive and I would get caught in traffic and I would freak out. I would freak out. But guess what? I just stayed in the lane I was in. Nobody hit me. I didn't hit nobody. And I started getting over that fear. I do the same thing through Atlanta. Okay, when we start with Augusta. Augusta was that was scary because somebody blew the horn on me on Bobby Jones one day, and I about lost my cool. I was screaming, but I made it through. I was sweating, but I made it through. I was clenched to the steering wheel so tight, but I didn't quit. I made it through. Atlanta was a different beast. Atlanta, I couldn't turn. I had to turn the radio off when I got on 85. I was clenched to the steering wheel. I couldn't take no phone calls. My phone would be ringing. I couldn't answer nothing. I was just petrified, scared, driving. But it made me pay attention. It made me focus on what I was doing. And what I was not thinking about was how scared I was. I was only thinking about, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. You guys, if I had not ever gotten over that fear to drive in the cities, how in the world could I ever start driving big trucks? Then if I never started driving big trucks, how in the world could you and I ever met? How could we ever have this connection? How could I be sitting here now telling you you can do whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to, if I had not tried to overcome my fears? So if it's fear that's holding you back, find a way. Take baby steps into getting over your fears. You think I wasn't hyperventilating? Yeah, I was. I remember me and one of my roommates, Jada, one of my old college roommates, Jada, we were in Atlanta, and we were going to this particular place, and I'm in the turning lane, about to go. And I'm like, kind of puff myself up, like, go now. Don't go. Go. No, don't go. There's a car coming. And Jada screamed, she's like, go! And I was like, screaming, ah! And I turned. And when I turned, we had to pull over because I had to take some very deep breaths. But guess what? We did it. I did it. Nothing happened. But what did happen is I got over my fear. Little by little by little, I got over my fear because every time I got in the car, I was intentionally trying to work on it. Where can I go that is going to give me more traffic that I'm afraid of? So you guys, I want you to start talking to yourself in a way that's going to bring you out of your shell. Okay? Fear of anything. Fear of anything. Anything that gives you fear. Okay? Bring yourself out of it. For me personally, I was using the example that I used to be afraid to drive in the cities. So anything that's causing you fear and holding you back from being a better you in life, get over it. You can do it. Get over it. Break it down. Find out what truly is causing the fear, the root of the fear, and start attacking it. Okay? Now, I gotta go. I'm going to the gym. It sounds like the rain has stopped raining, which is good, but my rain boots and my umbrella are in the car. So we're going to figure this out. You guys, I love you, and I will holler at you next time. Oh, and again, don't forget, subscribe, turn your bell on so you get notifications when we go live. All conversations are live.